What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Unhinged Podcast. I am your host, Nestor, aka Next Level OC. If you haven't followed me yet, go ahead and follow me now. Guys, this is going to be the first episode of the Unhinged Podcast. This is going to be a fire episode. And what is a podcast without a great panel, right? But before we get started, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and follow the podcast, Unhinged Podcast, on IG. And if you're watching on Rumble, go ahead and give it a follow. That'll be appreciated. Keep us on the algo. But guys, let me go ahead and introduce our guest. We have some great topics that we're going to talk about today. And let's go ahead and get started. First, we got motherfucking Janet in the house. Bum, bum, bum. Then we got Jess, aka Chula. Hey. And then we got Peso 9003 in the house. Welcome back. You might know Peso from the Unborn Podcast. If you haven't seen that episode, go ahead and watch it now. So guys, thank you guys for taking your time and being here. It's going to be a fire episode. Now, before we get started, guys, I'm going to hit you with the first question. Let me know if you guys are ready. Chula's going to get ready. She's going to take a sip real quick.
As her eyes get closed.
Gotta hydrate.
There you go. Now, guys, for the first question, right? We're just pretty much going to hit topics that are pretty much trending all over the internet.
Right.
Now, the first question to you guys is, what are your thoughts on the dating market today in 2025? And then we'll start right here with Miss Janet, right here, Miss Coca.
Trash.
Oh, why? Give us your opinion.
I don't know how to date, not because I don't know how to. It's just nobody does. So it's like, I think it's just trash.
It's just
overall.
trash?
Yeah.
I got you. What about you, Chula? What do you think about the dating market?
I don't date. I was like, it's not my question. I don't date. It's been like 4 years. I'm chilling.
There you
I
go.
don't know. It's a different era. I grew up in a different era. So
Mhm.
And then we'll talk
dating
about that
scene
for
is
sure.
different. So I'm good.
I got you. What about you, Peso?
I mean, I'm not in the market either, but from what I hear, it's pretty trash. You know, slim pickings.
Yeah. Now, going back to what you said, Janet, like, why do you think the dating market is trash? Give us a couple examples.
Well, because like we live in the same era. We grew up where you like someone, you talk to them, you went out with them,
Yeah.
dated. You know, that's how it is. But now it's like you talk to them, they're like, you hook up.
Okay.
That's usually what happens.
That's right.
And then you treat them like shit, and then they want you, and then you don't want them because that's why you treat them like shit. And it's just like, and then the one that you do want, they're just, it's just not unavailable. But I think it's overall. I think it has to do with how women are, how women hold themselves here. Like they're not valued. They don't value themselves. And at the end, it's where the woman takes it to, and then, right?
I kind of, yeah.
Yeah, like if
Chula, you got something to say? Say it.
No, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah?
Before I used to have to chase you. You know, like it wasn't that easy for me to get you. You know.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, bro, I
Instant.
don't even have to buy you a drink.
you're easy
You know?
bitches out here, easy.
I love all of you. I'm just saying, but it is different era.
Yeah.
Before, I don't know. I feel like things have shifted a lot, and because I remember like the ones that actually I would date or pursue were the ones that actually made me wait or like
Yeah.
actually, yeah, they made me
Work for it.
work for it. They did. They made me work for it. I had one, the last relationship, she had me, we met, I got her number, and then I didn't get to take her on a date until like a month later it was because she wanted to talk to me. We were talking
Yeah.
every day, but it was like she wanted to get to know me first.
Of course.
Which I was like, the fuck? But I was like, okay. Like, but I like that because then, yeah, I value you more, I guess, in that sense.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. Like, like I said, it's different. The eras are different. Before, yeah, the girls would make me put in more work. I actually did have to take you out, get to know you and everything before anything would ever happen. Nowadays, it's a lot easier to just, like I said, they end up buying me the drinks and be like, let's go, let's
Yeah.
go over here, come to my place. I'm like, sure. All right. Wow, okay. I didn't
You're
even-
easy, nice.
Yeah, I'm the easy one now. I'm like, go ahead. Again, like I said, love you all. I guess I'm the hoe.
Yeah.
So women are more masculine. That's
Yes,
what it is.
yes.
Ah,
I feel like
Super
the girls nowadays are in their like more masculine era, which I'm like,
what? And it's crazy that you bring that up because it goes to my second question. Like, who do you think has to who try more to attract the opposite gender? You know, is it the woman or is it the man? I still think the man has to pursue.
Hell
You know, I
yeah.
mean, he has to.
No
He has to
anymore.
do.
Guys want to be pursued now. I watch it. That's why I'm like, y'all make it easy for me. Like,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
I got more like, the girls come more my
Yeah.
way because the boys don't want. They don't want to. They're
They
the
don't
ones
wanna
bitching
work.
the most. They don't want to do a lot. They want the girls to pay or take care of them or this or that. And
It's
I'm
like
doing.
See, I think that's
I
weird.
do the bare minimum,
That's
It's
and
like the
yet
script
still,
change, you know? It's like it used to
yeah,
be the females that wanted to get pursued. Now it's the
yeah. The
males.
guys
yeah.
are like,
And it's the
wanting to
males
be-
they're scared to like, look like a fool.
Yeah, I think it's that. Everyone's that whole simp thing. Everyone's worried
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Who do you think? Like, what generation do you think that happens more? Like more Gen Z, or do you think it's like more millennials? What
No,
would you
it's
say?
the Gen Z ones
Mm.
because the millennials we still like believed in the old school. Like we hold your door open, I pay for everything.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm like the dude, so that's how it would be. Now
Yeah.
I'm like I watch guys and they're splitting the tab with their girl like on the first date. Like I'm just
Oh
like,
my
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's a
Like,
trip.
that's weird to me. I'm
That
like,
is weird.
That's a financial decision, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
but
I get it, but then
I want to ask you, Janet, right? Because
Yeah.
I know off camera you talked about, you dated some younger guys and you dated, some of the older guys. Where do you see like that difference, right? Like with the
The
younger
younger-
guys compared to like the older
The
guys.
younger expect you to pay for half the tab
Oh shit,
sometimes.
for real? Like you're not.
Fucking okay. So I went to
Yeah.
I went to a restaurant the other day. I was with my guy friends. It was just a bunch of guy friends, and then they were like talking to they're younger, so they were just saying hi to some guy. He was good looking, and he had a really pretty blonde girl.
Oh shit.
And then I see them they're leaving, and then I see her going towards the place to pay for and I see her and he's standing right behind her, and I'm just like, that's so fucking trash. Like,
That's a bitch move, huh?
I'm like, I see
He
the
probably is
man.
older, you don't know.
it's older.
I don't care if he has the
Kidding.
biggest
Fucking
schlong.
sense of what the
Honestly,
bitch.
I don't care if he has the biggest schlong. I don't. That
Yeah.
bro, you do not fucking do that. That's just that. I don't know.
So
Did you
you're-
give?
Plus, we're Latin. I'm sorry. That's where I'm like the culture thing too. I come in from at least I'm South American, but I know the Latinos usually it's like no boys are
Right, right, right.
I get it, but I get it. We're supposed to be equal and everything, but
Yeah.
dude.
Do you truly believe
and when
that?
I'm with my homeboys, usually they take care of me
Yeah.
because I'm still a chick. Like it's a Latin thing,
Yeah.
so it's a respect thing, and that's why when I'm with girls, if it's all girls, I'm usually the one that I'm like, all right, I'm paying. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. Or when I'm not, I didn't do that well this month or whatever. Then the girls I'll be like, yo, or I'll be like, yo, I'm not going out. That's a thing. You make that decision of like,
And then, but I'll be like, just come. I'll take care of
that's
it.
different.
Yeah, like I'll do that. You know.
But usually the boys, I'm like, dude, all my homeboys, no, they're usually like, we'll take care of it, and even
Yeah.
with me,
The
So-
older homeboys, right?
Yeah, the old school ones, yeah,
Yes.
because then it's a Latino thing. It's
Yeah.
like that's why I
It's a
think.
cultural
Shout out
thing.
I
to
think that's why we
Fonzie.
get a little weird. Yeah, no, but I think that's why we
No,
get a little
he's
weird because I'm like,
cool.
bro,
But
again,
how
I
is
grew up
it-
in that era where it was like the Latinos, it was just as a man, you're not supposed to do that. The
Yeah.
fuck? Why is a girl, even if you're not fucking or whatever, that's your friend. You're still supposed to take care of them.
Right.
Like that's just, But
But
again,
if you're a millennial in the dating scene of the Gen Z or whatever, like how does that work? Because you have old school old school ways of doing things,
yeah,
but
yeah.
now you're in a new school like
Like,
environment.
Are you saying like me as a millennial, right,
Right.
dating a girl who's a Gen Z, and then
Right.
just opening it up to be like, hey, you want to go half and half type shit like that?
Yeah, like
Is that
how
what
do
you're
you
thinking?
navigate that? Like if you're more of a traditional person, but then the person you're trying to get,
Well, the millennial
Trying to-
wouldn't do that, right? The
no, they
millennial
won't,
wouldn't do that,
I go out with the girls. Usually, if I take you out, no, I'm paying for everything. I got you.
which makes sense.
Yeah, but I also notice that the younger ones do kind of question it a little, like as a wait, why? Like
Mm.
expecting something.
yeah, which I'm like, no, like even as a homegirl, don't worry, I got you. We're
Yeah.
chill. Like,
It's formalities.
but I think it's the whole like they're used to like it's a give and take type thing, which
Right.
I'm like, well, okay, this era is a lot like that where they're like,
transactional.
send me money, send me
Yeah.
that. So they're
Oh,
like, if
God.
I'm paying, they're like, wait, what do you want? I was like, nothing. We're good.
And
Like it's just like it's a respect. Again, my culture, the way I grew up, this is just a respect
Yeah.
that I to myself and to you that I'm supposed to take care of
Right,
you.
right.
That's it. Other than that, like
Why it's trash.
And Jenna, I want to ask you, right? Because I know like with Jess, girls is different, and then we'll get into that because yeah. But with you, right? Like you talked a little bit about like the Gen Z is cool. Do you feel like that when an older man like takes you out, pays for your dinner? Do you feel like you owe him something? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
No. Honestly, it's how It's how they treat you. Like you can tell when they're just
Yeah.
there for they're trying to get something.
Give us some traits,
They like it's just you can tell based on like they open the door. They're just traditional.
Yeah.
They just open the door, come in. The way they look at you, maybe sometimes they'll just like and they'll ask certain questions. You're just like, oh, I already know what you're all about. But but then there's the respectful ones won't talk about certain topics.
Yeah.
They'll actually be like they'll talk to you and ask you like what do you like. They're more interested in you like versus interested in what you have to offer physically. So you can totally tell difference. It's very, very rare when I come across one like that.
Curious. What kind of questions do you want to be asked? Right.
No, okay, don't.
Curious. Right?
So I don't mind like what kind of guys that like you like we spoke about. We don't want to give you like
what guys? Guys?
no. No, it's like they were talking about like no. We're talking about earlier about like what your ex is or whatever. We don't want to. We're like, why'd you break up? Like you know, we don't want to give them like like things.
Too many specifics.
I'm saying
like if I like you, I like you. You know. But not based on what I'm telling you what I like. Based
like
on who you are. It has to be organic. If that's the way you are, I'm not gonna tell you and give you the blueprint of so you or cheat sheet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you think that's his job to kind of ask you certain questions?
Yeah, like hey, like what do you like doing like during your
that's
downtime?
dating, get to know each other. That's
like what do you like? What are your feelings about this topic or that? But some like maybe not religion. We're not talking about that. But just like when someone does this, how do you feel? How do you react? Like that's
does that happen a lot in the DMs first, and then you go on a date?
That's a great question.
You know what? I don't like dating people in no. There's some one fool that sends me like he's good looking. All he does is send me pictures of himself.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
And then he's like all flexing, and I'm just like, okay, sir. What do you want? Like
I left a comment.
I know. I like what's this for?
Fire emoji.
Like what do you want me to do? Like
okay,
thumbs up.
Yeah, I did a thumbs up. Cool.
Yeah, like what do you want me to do with this picture? Like put it on my fucking wall or something?
Trying to seduce you. He's doing what the girl does.
See, but that's this era, dude. Yeah. That's this era because I have girls that send me shit like that, and I'm like, wait, I thought you were straight, but I'm like, okay, like, but it's that usually the women do it.
Yeah,
but the guys are now like, look at me, I'm pretty.
Yeah, see, look at me, I'm pretty. Remember we're speaking about that? How like men like do all these like sometimes certain things are cool like but like where they did a little too much. I guess there's a balance, but like I said, if someone's sending me something on the DMs, I really don't approach it because I'm sure they're fucking sending those out. That's a general like map to message that they send out to a bunch of
playing the probability game.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like which one I'm gonna catch today?
Like I'm curious to ask this question, right? You Chula versus you Janet. How often does it work, right? Or how does it play out? Like if a girl were to send you a DM, right? To be like, hey Chula, let's hang out or whatever the case may be. Compared to you, Janet, like a guy would hit you up and be like, hey, what's up? Let me take you out type shit. What would be like, what are the chances of that man or those men that DM'd you, that you go out with them compared to you, Chula, the girls that DM you? Are you choosy like how girls are? Or you just go based on like, I know you, I know you're a good vibe.
Yeah, if I know you, then that's different.
Interesting.
If I don't know you, no.
I got you. So no random girl.
Stranger danger, dog.
So no random girl can hit you up.
So you meet them in real life.
Yeah. Again, I'm old school, bro.
Yeah.
I'm from the '80s, dog. Like again, this era. Like no, I'm used to real life. Like I meet you, I vibe with you. If I feel something, then okay, I got you. Or if I like, in general, but
where you have to work.
You can hit me up. You can hit me up on Instagram. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll start talking to you there, but I'm still not gonna assume that you want like I don't know. The way I operate is that I don't assume that all the girls are like
I got you.
I'm like a deal, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, until I fully get that green light of like, oh, that's what you really wanted. Because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, you just want to kick it.
Yeah.
We're friends, we're girls. So
Yeah.
I'm cool with that too, but
Platonic.
that's where I'm a little more cautious. Maybe that's why I don't just jump in. I'm like, okay, she hit me up.
Yeah.
You hit me up on the DM or whatever. I'll be like, all right, again, unless you're like full on like telling me exactly what you want.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna assume, okay, we're gonna hang out. Let's go get dinner. I'm like, okay,
I got you.
as
Until you get that green light, right?
until like literally you gotta grab me, and then I will never be the first one to kiss you or anything like that.
Interesting.
No, because I never know. Girls naturally are very more affectionate with friends. Like that's just we're like that.
Janet laughed.
I'm thinking about one of her friends. Are we
Shut up.
She straight out does this shit like she's about it, but we're just fucking around.
But
But it's fucking
She's an edger, huh?
funny.
yeah, but see, but I'm used like I again in my
Yeah.
world it's like that. I'm like again I'm old school, so I at least need to meet you in
Right. So
person.
you're a little guarded when it comes to like.
Yes, and then on top of that,
Interesting.
yes, I never want to assume anything of a girl.
Yeah.
Like I'm more of like I don't want a girl to ever feel like
Yeah.
I'm just there. I'm talking to you because I want to eat you out. Like no,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't mind. I'm always of service.
I am kind
Call her
of
at
No, but I'm also
714.
very respectful. Like
Yeah,
I'm cool
Of
with
course.
Available.
I'm
Yeah.
always like I'm your friend. Don't trip. Like I'm okay with that. I'm put the boundaries there. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind.
I like
But-
that.
not a predator.
Yeah, I'm always like when I meet them, I'm like cool. I think you're gorgeous, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're straight
Mm.
until
You tell me
otherwise.
otherwise,
Yeah, because I
yeah.
can't tell now.
Yeah.
Like
All
Interesting.
girls are
a lot
not
of the girls that
straight.
go with me are usually like they look straight as fuck, so I can't tell. They'll have boyfriend, like I'm like
Yeah.
okay, so we're deal. Okay, got it. I didn't know. You gotta let me know.
Bi-curious.
Yes, which I'm like okay. I'm
But
that
see-
safe one that you
But
experiment with.
doesn't that make it a little difficult because like I know that you're not
I'm not
looking to
trying to
date.
date, that's the
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Now
Exactly.
since I'm not trying to look for a girlfriend, this is why I don't go for the lesbians. I go for like the
straight
straight
ones?
girls because
Yeah.
it's easier. Because it's only for that night, and then
Oh, it's easy
you
to
go back
detach.
to your
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
and I'd be like, "Yo, hey sis," like
Yeah.
we're homies. Don't trip. Like I'm not looking because even when I hook up with a girl, I'll be honest, I don't allow them to do anything to me. I only take care of them because to me, that's me being vulnerable, and I'm like, no,
I got you. Yeah.
I'm just here to take care of you. We're still gonna be homies. After that, I'm good. Like the only ones I allow to do it is if I'm actually dating you. If I'm
Yeah.
actually,
You're a giver.
I get it. That's when you're a giver.
yes, I'm here to take care of you. That's it.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I don't want anything further. Like
Yeah.
until I'm ready to start dating again.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably
And
go
it's
for my
easier
own.
to.
Then I'll go for my own people because
Right, right,
lesbians will
right.
actually like move fast.
Yeah.
Interesting. Janet, how does that work with you? Like when a guy's in the DM, like what is it that you look for, right? In a vato? For you to accept his invite to a dinner or anything.
I pay
like that?
attention to his stories to see
shit.
what
Okay.
they, I also pay attention. I pay
Check your
attention
profile.
I told
to.
you, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Girls are fucking.
No, it's
So I pay
natural.
attention
It's
to
a
the
natural.
stories. I pay attention to like who they following.
I got you.
Like if it's just a bunch of bitches, I'm like, you're whatever. Sir, what I understand. There is gonna be a bunch of girls that they're gonna follow, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. But I think to an extreme where it's just a bunch of really pretty. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know. What else? What else?
What about their feet? Like, what does their feet have to look like for you to be like, oh, I'd consider maybe.
I like traveling, like ones that like to do things that
Adventurous.
yeah, adventurous that are not just
Productive.
yeah, like it looks like they're busy, like they're about their hustle as well, and it's not always like out partying because I kind of want to be able to like find someone who's gonna balance as well, like I want someone to take me out the streets.
Hey, I like the honesty. Yeah, of course.
Nope, I'm a stray cat.
No, but you know what? I have friends that I have a friend. I have friends that are coupled and they go out and they do things together.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
I like that, I like the balance of all that. So, because I do get bored very easily. So,
Man, you heard that, guys. You guys gotta entertain her because
She don't want you just flexing.
no,
yeah.
I don't want just the muscle.
And the only reason I asked that is because what Chula was saying, like old school, compared to somebody going up to you and pursuing you, or like,
I
hey,
think that's dope.
Yeah.
I love that someone. There's some. I have had some young guys come up to me like, hey, what's your name? You're very beautiful.
Yes,
Can I
you
get? I
That
think
still works?
because you
Yeah,
don't
I
get
love
that's
that.
the way that still works.
that because
Of
because you don't get that a lot, and it's
course.
like they're just sorry, you guys are fucking pussies. A lot of you men are fucking pussies, and you guys don't have the balls to come up and
Just
tell them
scared.
like, hey, what's your name? I really think you're beautiful. Like
I don't.
I like your energy. Like Something.
But how
Might
often
be-
does that work? You
yeah,
know
they
what I
might
mean?
be
No,
intimidated,
there's-
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. I don't know when
there's
did
not
that
a-
switch because girls still are actually way more aggressive now. I feel like because they'll
Oh,
come
shit.
up to me and be like, "Here, I'm gonna buy you a drink. Who are you?" You know, I'm like, "The fuck."
Yeah, it's women empowerment.
And sometimes I try
Like
like,
something happened. Like
So-
the roles changed. I'm like,
and I feel like
usually
sometimes I
I'm
do
the
have
one
to
that
do
goes up
that.
to you, but okay.
Sometimes I feel like I have to do that, and then when the moments my friends are like, just go for it. I get pushed to it, like just go for it. I go and I get turned down or something. I'm just like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. So I give a lot of props to men who do that. Do
Yes.
that. To
That shit's hard.
go up to a woman and say, and because I appreciate that, I'll be like, thank you. Like, I'll have a conversation with you. I'm not gonna be disrespectful and be like, get the fuck out, unless, which I did have one time, a guy come up to us when we're doing our tour, and the guy bought us drinks, and so we were talking to him. He was cool, chopping it up. Then this other guy, and I started ordering for my girls, and he's like, "Hey, are you guys ordering drinks?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm thinking he's probably gonna offer.
Yeah.
He's like, "Can you get us?" me and my
On my
Yeah, it was. I think you were with us, or you're probably already lit. But it was with Bet.
boy.
It was one of our girl, and then, but it was you were. I don't think you were paying attention because you
Okay,
guys
yeah, I
were.
was
It
gonna
was
say.
it was really busy. It was really
Yeah,
busy,
yeah, yeah.
and so I was at the bar ordering, and then he was coming on the side. And then he's like, "Can you buy me and my guy, my friend, my homie a drink?" And I looked at him, I started laughing in his face. I'm like, "Don't you ever fucking do that. You're a fucking clown. Like,
Cross
get
the
the
line,
fuck
huh?
out of here." Like
Cross the line there.
like that's
But that's unattractive. That's unattractive.
why would you do
But
that?
he probably had an expectation. It's like, I buy you one, you buy me one.
No, that's another guy. It was another
Oh,
random guy.
different scenario.
Like, but still, even if you bought me a drink and
oh, so he didn't never bought you guys a drink.
he never bought
just
us.
came in like
Ah.
straight
He
begging.
He just
Thought he was
asked,
gonna
like,
get with
Can
us.
I
Like,
get a? Can
we-
I get a? Yeah. Can I
Can
get?
I
Because we
get
get
a-
hooked up, but I'm like, bro, but
Then
it's
get the
our
fuck outta
group.
here.
Like,
Yeah.
I take care of my people. Again, if I know
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
Like, because
But,
I'll
like,
pay.
So if I mean, I
I get
really
hooked
want
up
to.
all the
If the guy had the balls to do that, does that mean does that mean that women will say yeah? Like, is that the reason why
That's a
he
great
thought?
question.
Is that the reason why he was cool? He thought it was cool to ask because other females would be like, "Yeah, sure, let me
Well,
get
that's,
you a drink."
that's the
And you weren't
spectrum,
even
right?
cute,
It's like,
fool.
we have guys on one side that are scared to approach women now,
Mhm.
and then you have guys that are willing to like ask women for drinks. That's crazy.
But because these guys, I feel like these guys don't have nothing to lose. Besides the fact being, no,
They
you
probably
can't.
got like 3 baby mamas.
Oh,
Well-
I'm gonna embarrass.
Well, I
you.
mean-
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
fuck
like-
with your
That's true.
fucking.
Dude. Yeah.
The
no,
stereotype there.
no. And the only reason I say that, bro, is like if we go up to a chick, if we go up to you, right? You're like, "Hey, Janet, I think you're beautiful." Blah blah blah. You can either say, "Oh, thank you. What's your name?" Continue the conversation,
Right.
or B, "I appreciate it, but I have a boyfriend, or I'm not interested." Those are the only two options that can happen, bro.
Well, there's
Realistically
one where I'm
speaking.
like, yo,
Or they're
sorry,
like,
I'm
let me see
gay.
your follower count.
I
But
said, thank you, Dougie. I'm gay.
No,
but I'll buy
yeah,
you a shot.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Now, but going back to what you were saying, like if a guy were to ask
I got you.
you
I'm like, yo, which one you want?
to ask you for a drink, he has nothing to lose. Technically, you just be like, "Hey, can you get me a
That's
drink?"
scary though. Like if they have nothing to lose, like what are you doing at a bar? You're gonna ruin someone's life.
How so?
I mean, if they're begging girls for drinks, like, and you're saying they have nothing to offer, and they have, they're kind of like just putting themselves out there.
Yeah, but it goes back to what Janet was saying. She's like, maybe there's girls out there that would be like, "You know what? Yeah, you seem cool. Let me buy you a drink." I'm just saying, right?
Like,
Because it can go either
shame
way.
on you women who are fucking accepting that shit. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
That is a great question. Like, how many of you girls out there are fucking buying men drinks? You know what I mean? And the only time, this is just me, right?
Please let us know.
When they ask, it's different when they ask, or
What
if
bar do
you were
go
like,
to?
or if you see a guy, like, for example, this is different. This is
Okay,
different.
okay,
I
okay.
buy my homeboys drinks.
So
It's
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Because you're a homie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
homie.
Of course.
But if I
get you.
like, I know girls that are
'Cause they always got
around my
me.
age, and they see a guy and he's like pretty hot, and you guys are giving the eye, and we're just like, all right. Obviously, you would want the guy to come up, but then obviously in
course.
this generation, like, wait, then they're like, I still wanna, and still figure it out what that's about. They'll be like, hey, they'll ask the bartender, I'm like, can you get him a drink?
Mm.
And then maybe that's where that's the, like
That's
the
different. That's a
starter.
move. I get you. There.
If that's a move, like okay, that I think that's okay, but still gives it. I think it still gives off that vibe, like the woman is the one to pursue them. I think that's still kind of somewhat trashy.
Yeah. So where do you think that started? Right? Where do you think like women started thinking like,
Cardi B.
damn, you know what?
Feminism.
Feminism.
It's all feminism.
Feminism.
Yes.
Social media,
Music.
music, just
Cardi B.
social influence, right? Like women, being in a position where they have a voice and they're kind of like educating, the younger generation, like, oh, you need to stand up for yourself. You don't need a man. That kind of mentality, I think, is where it switched a little bit,
Yeah,
especially with the newer generation.
but realistically speaking, women need men, right?
I mean, biologically, yes. Like if we want to continue the human race, then yes, you need a female and a male, technically.
Yeah.
But you know, socially, I don't think. I mean, it could be anything. It could be girl on girl, boy on boy. It doesn't really matter.
Like,
I don't think that order needs to exist, and that's the only order. Like
I know what you mean.
it's up to the person
Yeah.
what type of lifestyle they want. It's not necessarily they have to follow a certain social like construct.
See, like with me, bro, I can never date a Gen Z if she has that mentality, bro. Like if she thinks like, oh yeah, we're gonna go 50-50, or she's like, just 50-50 in general, I'm just like, nah, because I would assume that we're equal.
Right.
And we're not equal at all. Like, at least in my mind, I don't think we're equal. I still believe what
But
Jess believes.
that means you would have to have something to offer her that's greater than what she has.
Of course.
So it's like some people like to date equal or better.
Yes.
Nothing below.
That would be females. Because I can date a girl who works at McDonald's or Burger
Makes
King
less.
who makes less, bro. I don't mind doing that.
Because I'll take care of her.
Yeah, because I'm gonna take care of her regardless, bro.
I mean, they make
But-
$22 an hour now. So
Yeah, well,
Maybe I should be working at McDonald's.
But the point is, like, we're never equal, bro. And like, if she says like, yeah, 50-50, like, I don't think it'll work, bro. Because I would assume like we're the same, and we're not the same. My role, because I grew up, I'm 30, I'm a millennial, bro.
Mhm.
I grew up with like, hey, if I ask a woman out, I'm supposed to pay for everything.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter how many times we go out, I'm paying for everything, regardless.
yeah, you stick to that formality.
Yeah,
Which
bro.
I think. I mean, it works in some settings.
Yeah,
But for the newer generation, like it's very instantaneous. It's a lot of convenience, right? To be like, oh, let's go 50-50. Because I don't know where this is gonna go. Like I could, invite you to dinner or to drinks, and if I pay for everything and then nothing comes of it, the girl ghosts the guy.
exactly.
That is this era. Before, when we would date, it was literally 9 out of 10 times you're gonna end up,
Right.
in a
if-
relationship with that person.
right.
Yeah,
But now it's like, no, you date like, yeah, it's that. It could be like, oh,
It's
it was
very,
just
like,
1,
hit or
2 times,
miss.
and then I'm done.
It's very hit or
Right.
miss, so it's very discouraging
So-
on the guy's part to
I
try
get
to
that.
continue and maintain those like traditional like customs.
And not in this day and age, not in this. And it's funny you guys say that, because I know some guys that are straight out from Mexico, and then they're how they talk about over there and how the women are, like, you
Yeah.
really have to chase them over there.
Right,
You
right.
really have to like do the whole serenata and all that, you
Right.
know. And over here they come like, hey guys, come over here, and how the girls are fucking easy like nothing. Like it's like playtime coming over here in the United States, you know.
Yeah.
But in obviously it's where you live as well.
but it goes back to like why, right? And what we were talking off camera, like when I think you said like, oh, would you pick him up and stuff? And I told you
Yeah.
like, oh, nah, like technically right now she would have to trust me, so we'll have to meet at the spot. But if I was driving a Mercedes, if I was driving like a nice BMW, a G wagon, what Jess
You're
was
more
saying,
inclined to be like, yeah, come
for
pick
sure, it'd be like,
So why?
yeah.
Remember what when I said is because most likely, if you're really driving that car and you're picking me up
yeah,
and taking me on a date, most likely you have a lot of other opportunists and bitches on your, you know.
Right.
So you're not gonna be wasting your time stalking me.
I don't even think it's about stalking. I think just when a woman sees a guy who drives a nice car, has himself together, all she's thinking about is like, damn, this guy can provide for me. Or damn, he can take me to nice places, or just
Yeah,
whatever the case may
I
be.
think it depends on
know?
how the female's wired. If they're just the type that don't really believe in like love, they just care about like being taken care of, material things, and then that's their priority. That's what moves them. And then yeah, of course. But then there's other women who don't think that way. Like they really wanna.
If you give a percentage, I have to
Right
hear-
now,
yeah. If you give a
very
percentage,
hard
the ones that don't give a fuck about possessions compared to the girls that do give a fuck about.
very slim, very slim.
I feel like it depends on the female or the male's mind state. Like, are they in their with single era? Are they in their whole era, whatever they want to call it. Like it just depends where they are in headspace wise.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you have a girl who's single, right, and she's single,
Right.
and the girl who's in her whole era, do you think they're still kind of looking for the same thing?
No, not necessarily.
How so?
I
Curious.
think the girl that's in her whole era is
Mhm.
looking to kind of like, it's almost like, going out to get a drink.
Immediate
You're
satisfaction.
right. You're just trying to get some instant gratification, get over whatever you're dealing with, and kind of like live that life. Whereas a single girl, I think she will have more of a plan as to what she's looking for, what she wants, who she's.
So you're saying the girl that's in her whole era doesn't have standards compared to the one that's
essentially
single?
like, yeah, basically.
There's women that have standards in their whole era, and they have standards, and they don't go.
'Cause I
fuck, and they're
agree.
hooking
I
up-
mean, everyone
they're
has
that.
standards.
and they're
Yes.
just hooking up. Be like, I don't take you
I agree with
serious.
that.
They think like men.
No,
They're-
but
they're-
I think what he's saying. It's like
no, it's very
to
true.
each their own type thing. Like
Right.
I have my opinion on, like I said, I'm used to a certain way of doing
Yeah.
things, but that's again appeals to the girls that like that. The ones who don't, I don't judge you. Do you like you want to take care of them? Have fun, But I don't know if like I say I'm in my whole era right now. Like I've always been monogamous, always all my 20s, my early 30s too. I was monogamous. I never was out, and then I became single, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not looking to date, so no. My standards are a little different in the sense of like I'm not looking for a girlfriend.
You're not looking for a wife.
I'm not looking at certain
lifelong
qualities
partner.
in you. I'm looking at okay, right now the instant like I got you, you got me right now. All right, let's go. Like that's it. Let's go have fun and see where this goes. And that's it. If it's either for tonight, for a few weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it's not. If I was single, actually dating, I probably wouldn't be out every weekend. I'd probably be doing other shit, but because I'm probably not gonna find my future at the bar,
That's true.
at the
It all
club.
depends where you're
Are you
going
sure?
to.
Interesting. Now, because I do agree with what you said, because I do believe girls who are in the whole era are almost similar to the girls that are single, bro. They're still looking for the same.
I'm not looking for a dog.
Everyone
No.
has
Really?
standards. Everyone has standards. Like she said, she's not gonna go for a heavy set girl. But I mean that's pretty general, like that's
It's
like-
because logistically.
No, I get it. I get it, but that's
only a certain weight limit I can hold.
but that's a standard. At the end of the day, it's a
No,
standard.
Yeah.
Versus the single one, right? That's actually looking for something more meaningful.
Well, I'm
It's
saying
gonna have more check boxes to check off.
no. Hell no. The girl with the one who's in the whole era will probably have the same amount of check boxes.
Nope.
No, I don't think
Mm-mm.
so.
I don't need
I think so.
certain things about. I don't care
Mine
where you
either.
work at. If I'm just gonna service you for the nights,
Yeah.
I do not care if you work at McDonald's or
Right,
at
right.
JP Morgan.
No,
I
but a
don't
girl
give shit.
does.
Huh?
A girl does.
I'm-
No. I'm saying like
I was like, am I not a girl?
no. I know what you mean. And that's why I like that you're here. But I'm saying like as a vato, right? If you have a single girl and then you had a girl who's in a whole era, most likely they're both looking for a provider, right? They're looking for a guy who's a certain feet. You know what I mean?
Not if it's for the night, dog. We don't give a
No, no. I will.
That's crazy.
I think it'll be a turn off if I go hook up with the homeless.
No, bitch, I'm not saying that. Like,
but it's standards. But that's
But
what
those
I'm
are
saying.
standards. Yeah.
They're standards.
Yeah.
Like
She's not gonna date
I want to
any bum.
be. I want to be. If I do hook up with someone, it's because I'm attracted to them. Like
Okay,
I think
yes.
mentally, if I feel like you don't even can't even talk or hold off hold a conversation, I'll be turned off already. Like I wouldn't even want to hook up with you. Like I have to be attracted to you physically and mentally as
Yeah,
well.
but you're
Makes sense.
looking for a partner, fool. That's a difference. You're not. You're still looking for a partner. It's like
Right.
me. I'm not
A
looking.
hoe is a hoe,
So
she's-
I don't know.
am-
I've never been. I guess that.
So then
Oh,
that's what
no.
I'm saying.
Right.
You are every guy she talks to. She's looking at like
I am. I do. I look. I'm like
she's doing her checklist.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm not. There is no future right now with me. So
Right,
no,
she's a girl, she has a heartbeat. Let's go.
Yeah, like well,
She has
not-
a heartbeat.
No,
Let's go.
no.
I
She's
understand.
I have to be attracted to you. But like certain things.
Versus,
But
yeah.
my checklist is going like I'm not looking at the long term stuff
Yeah.
about you because you're not looking at it for me either. That's the
Right.
thing. I know that because if you're willing to just for the night come with me, then that's what it is.
Because as a guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
are you looking for a hoe or are you looking for a wife?
Because if not, the girl would be like, take me out on a date.
No,
And
yeah.
they're not asking me for that. So then, okay,
So
I know.
But I like your question that you're asking, Wayne, because I feel as a man, I put girls in two categories, Wayne. Sex only category or wife potential category.
Yeah.
those are the only two categories we put you
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean? If I know this girl has whole tendencies, right?
What is that? What are whole tendencies nowadays?
I mean,
I don't know.
For me, this is just me. Like girls who are very outgoing, who are out there, who are not scared.
Social butterflies?
Bitch.
I'm a social-
I was like,
No,
you know
no.
what? I do call myself a host, so it's okay.
No, but
You call each other.
and-
Yeah, I'm a
but
host.
we'll get to that,
I know
Chula.
you
We'll
are.
get to
But
that because
guess
I do
from the
want to.
perspective of a guy, like
No, in the perspective of guy, but we'll talk about it. I want to get your perspective too, right? But yeah, if she's too out there, bro, she likes to go to the bars all the time. Like when she has her phone on silent all the time or in airplane mode.
Damn.
You know what I
I was
mean?
like,
She has her
shit.
phone face down. You know what I mean? Like
what's the percentage of girls now, especially
80.
single ones
80.
and whole ones? Like, what is their roster? How many guys do they have that's like
fact that they
sitting on
have
the
a
bench?
roster-
You
dog.
obviously
But no, it's inevitable. It's
you
inevitable.
obviously haven't seen a girl's
DMs.
social media.
Yeah, their DMs is crazy.
crazy,
Yeah, I mean, I don't have I don't know any girl.
no
that-
respects to you, bro, because I
Yeah.
know you're married and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling you, Way, like if you just look at a girl's phone, Way, her social media,
No, I can only imagine. I can only
Yeah.
imagine, right? Like you're a female one that's already like a level up, right? Like a female has
Yeah.
all the power, all the power. If they
Mhm.
wanted to hook with someone, they can.
exactly.
If they don't,
Yes.
they won't.
Yes.
The male is the one that has to do a lot of the work
Yeah.
to get what they want.
But you know what's crazy? And this is what I always say. I want to hear your ladies' take on it. Like when a girl tells me, man, I have so many options in my DMs. It's like, it's not a flex that you have
It's not.
men that want to fuck you. You know, it's like how many men want to get down on one knee and marry you?
Oh,
That would be a flex.
But you know what?
shit.
Not very. I don't think there's not a lot. Only because
No shit. There's not a lot.
because men are like, but why would men want to get in one knee? Like, there's not a lot of those men available because there's so much. They're
They exist.
loving.
They're just
they're just-
ugly, broke.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
They're not winning more
Oh,
than
there's a lot of-
$100,000 a year. Like they work at CVS, they work
Okay,
at Burger King,
fun,
Taco Bell.
fun.
Like, bro,
Okay, fun. If you got these guys that, let's say they're, they're making their money, they got their bag, they're making
Right.
good money. They're in their 30s. Why would they settle right now? Just
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Because
No,
they don't have
and
to.
you're right.
They don't have a time limit right now. They
Exactly.
can still wait till they're in their 40s, maybe 50s, and still,
still
get,
get like
a
a
little
20
30-year-old and
Yeah.
chilling.
That's
Like,
exactly.
That's how it is.
Exactly.
So yes, what do you have to offer for them to be like, all right, like
willing to settle.
But
Yeah.
that's the again in my mind that's the woman's job.
yes.
That's the woman's job to be like, fuck, this guy's a provider. He can take care of me. He's sweet. He's respectful.
Listen,
Like,
I've been
what
in a
am I gonna
relationship
do?
for what 17 years?
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. Hey, shout out to you, bro.
I've been the main provider the entire time.
That's right.
I would not mind a female that would take care of me. I would not mind
I
it
heard
whatsoever.
But you know what? I've heard that
Fucking
before.
peso
I've
exposed.
heard that before. And then let's say you get into it. Have you ever been into that?
No.
relationship? Okay. So let's say you get into it. It's you're gonna feel it. You're definitely gonna feel it because women who are the ones who are
providers?
being taken care of,
Yeah.
they're submissive, they're respectful.
Right.
Yes.
But
There's an
now,
expectation there.
exactly,
The minute they start
so
paying.
there's roles,
I'll be a
right?
pillow presence. I don't
There's
know.
roles. But now, if let's say she pays and she's doing that, she's not gonna be happy and her personality is gonna be different.
What if she wants
She's-
another vato in her life?
The fuck?
She's paying the bills, bro.
How much is she? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just-
No, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty open minded. I think.
I've heard this. I've heard a lot of my ex used to say that too. I remember. But honestly, he had a friend who had his wife
Yeah.
provide, and he was he was this big shot guy, and honestly, it did affect him.
Of course.
It's the balance. It's not.
At
It's
some
not
point, it
meant.
created a problem.
It's not meant.
Authority. Who's the boss?
It never works
Who
out, bro.
wears
I
the
don't
It
think.
never. It
pants?
doesn't work out
It
at all.
never works out. When the
It
woman's
doesn't
in
work out.
power, it never works out, bro.
Because they're gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna put the pants on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put them on.
Yep.
Because that's how I feel right now. That's why I'm so like.
I guess what I envision is like a sugar mama like scenario.
Oh, that's different way.
right. It's
I mean,
like
sugar mama's a sugar mama.
Yeah.
there's your car,
She
there's
knows,
your
yeah.
allowance. You know.
And you're just on call way.
Right.
Yeah. I
It's
understand
Fridays, we do everything on
that.
Friday.
Yeah. But like in an actual relationship way, in an actual relationship where you have the girl take care of you way, it never works out way.
I mean, I could see that. I could see where it could create like a conflict of like authority. Who's the boss?
for sure.
Who's wearing the pants? Who makes the calls?
Because bro, the moment that this is just me, a moment that a female starts paying for stuff way, then she feels like she has authority over that.
Yeah, I want to go get my fucking pedicure. You
Yep.
and stay home, go have a beer.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And it's like, I don't know about that.
I mean, at that point though, like as a man, you have to understand your role, right? If
Yeah.
you're willing to accept that type of like scenario relationship,
Yeah.
she's the boss.
yeah, ponte el mantil,
Yeah.
But see,
naked ass.
I won't do that. I won't do that. It's
No, of course you're a man's man. You got pride. You know, you're the one sitting on the throne, and then you have your queen next to you.
well, yeah, bro. Happy kingdom. You know what I mean?
I've never heard that one.
I heard dumb.
Yeah.
Shots
I heard
fired.
that.
Holy shit. Well, guys, I want to switch out to another question. I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say. So, do you think sex work is more acceptable today, and why? And then let me just give you a stat. This is what I searched up. There's about 1.4 million American women that have an
I was
OnlyFans,
gonna say OnlyFans.
Yep.
Good for them.
right? And then, and here's another thing. A significant portion of OnlyFans audience is made up of women aged from 18 to 45. So out of those 1.4 million women that created accounts, they're between the ages of 18 and 45.
Mhm.
But about 80 to 85% are male subscribers. So what does
kind
that
of
tell
males,
you?
though?
From what I read, they're married men. Most of them are married men.
So they like to fantasize. I think it's like watching porn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like you have your wife at home, and that's very accessible, right?
Yeah.
But then you're a curious guy. Your natural instinct
So that brings me.
kicks in.
So let me ask you a question, Janet. Based on what he said, right? If you have a man, you have a vato, right? And would you rather him A, watch porn, right? Which is almost still cheating, I think, personally.
I don't.
Or B, I'll explain why. Or B, actually fulfill his fantasy and do his deed.
With the wife.
No, with another girl.
Oh, what, like instead of porno, like going out and getting
going out and
prostitutes,
actually,
That's
escorts.
yeah.
No, we're watching porn together.
Yeah. Like,
See, she's open minded.
I'm watching porn together.
yeah.
I got
She's
you.
old school, but she has like this
Yeah.
more new
Yeah,
school
little-
way of looking at things.
Yeah.
And if
One
I
of
bring
my
something,
exes, she
if I
likes-
bring something in, it's because I'm bringing it.
Right.
I mean, me personally, I don't think man should be
Watching porn.
watching porn. It just fucks you up in the
I
long run.
think it does, and
Because it does fuck you up here, and then obviously it fucks you up down there. But
Yeah.
it all starts up here, bro.
yeah, it does. I agree with. I
And
agree with
and
that.
and eventually it's gonna lead to
Stepping
cheating.
out. Yeah.
stepping out and cheating.
Yes.
Eventually. So that's why I'm like, like men like diversity. You know what I mean? One
Men
like
are gonna be men.
yeah, of course. And that's that's what I'm saying. So one day, he's attracted to Asians. The next day he's attracted to
Got that yellow
Indians.
fever.
And then So what I'm saying is like men are gonna cheat regardless. Regardless. You know what I mean? Or do you believe something different?
I you know what? I like to. What is it? What's that phrase? Wish for the best, or
Yeah, hope for the best,
Hope for the
plan for the
best.
worst.
yeah.
Mm,
So I mean, I think, and I understand. I mean, I work with men.
yeah.
I'm always surrounded by men. I'm part of the group to where I listen to their conversations, their
Yeah.
deep thoughts, and all that. And so I definitely have an understanding of a lot. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, wishful thinking, and feel
Right.
feel like nobody's gonna be cheating on me, or
Be
whatever.
naive about the situation. But I
Mhm.
feel honestly, like from what I hear and what I see, like females are more likely to cheat than men will.
Yes, so
Right.
100%.
I
And they're
feel like
way
nowadays
better at
they're
it.
better at it.
100%.
No,
That's
But-
why it's
No,
hard being on
no,
the
yeah.
side.
because
Yeah.
They're
No,
better
trust
at
me.
it than you guys,
But-
dude.
So check it out. Do you think it's the man's fault or do you think it's the woman's fault
For what?
for cheating? Like if a
No,
woman
whoever the
What do you
cheater.
mean? Everybody's
It's
fault.
the person who's doing
No,
it.
if,
It's their fault.
if you're an adult, if
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
been in a
yeah. That's your
relationship with
choice.
someone and you have these thoughts of like stepping out, that means you're falling out of love.
Yeah.
No.
And it's your
Walk away.
responsibility
Yeah.
as an adult to communicate that to your partner and say, hey, guess what? I'm not feeling the same
check it out.
anymore. We either got to work on this or, separate.
But women don't do that. Women
They're
don't do
scared.
that.
You know why? Because they're scared of leaving.
It just depends on the circumstance, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Women don't do. I think, me personally, women check out. They fall out of love like
Way
either
before.
weeks or months before, bro.
but then, okay, so at that point, if it's happening over a period of time and you're the partner, that means you're out of touch.
Yeah.
That
'cause
means you
should
don't know
get
what's
the
going
tell.
on with your
What's up?
relationship.
And
So
that's what I was
at that
gonna
point,
go
It
at.
falls on both.
Well, I say it falls on the man. Me personally, like in my mind, I just think if you have a girl and your girl's cheating on you, bro, you fucked up.
Mhm.
You didn't put her on check, bro, or you didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't fucking look into your relationship. Exactly what you were saying, and that's why she fucking cheated on you.
Yeah.
That's your fault,
But
bro.
I think there has to be accountability on both sides, though. Like, it's not just one person's
No,
fault.
No,
I agree because it's a choice. That the choice of her deciding to do something.
Right.
That's her choice. But
Especially
but
in that moment, too.
But I agree with you. I agree with you when it comes to if a woman was pleased in every way, like was balanced, was I don't know how to say, if physically, mentally, everything was good, I feel like, why would I want, because I'm a very loyal person.
Right.
But I realized after, if the person wasn't loyal to me, I'm like, fuck, at the end I'm gonna be loyal to myself at that point. You know?
Mhm.
So I believe I believe you and what you say. It's the man's responsibility to communicate, because they do lack, a lot of men lack communicating.
yeah, of course.
And but also it is the women do it. They made the choice to go out and do that. That's, they could have sat there and communicated as well.
Who would you respect more? A man who tells you exactly what he wants, or a man who is afraid to tell you the truth? Who would you respect more?
The one that tells me the truth.
I feel like some females like to be lied to. Yeah, a little white lies,
Yeah, little white lies.
Oh, you look pretty
Yeah.
today.
No,
Oh, you look good today.
you don't look fat today.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, how does this dress look? Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect, beautiful. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
always.
Yeah,
Every
right?
time, even when my friends ask me, "No, you look good."
Yeah.
No,
But obviously, the bigger
Oh,
stuff,
no.
like,
no,
did you
No,
cheat on me?
Actually, no.
No.
I will be like, you know what, bitch, no. Like,
She said that one to one of her friends, and we're just like,
Liar.
It's interesting.
Evil.
And then going, and I want to go back.
Be seen next to you.
But I feel like a female that
no, that was me just stupid
cheats,
drunk.
a female
I
that
didn't mean that.
cheats and doesn't like is still in the relationship she's in. That's very like narcissistic shit.
Of
I'm
course.
sorry, I didn't hear that. What would you say? Say it again. Say it again.
A female that cheats and she's in a full blown relationship
Oh.
and decides to stay with the dude that she's in a relationship with.
That's a whore,
That's
bro.
narcissism. That's
Yeah.
like sociopathic like behaviors. Like no sort of like hard feelings for
Yeah.
hurting you or you.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm gonna do my shit, do it in secret, and then come live a second life.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah. True.
mhm.
And I feel like that happens more often than not.
Oh, for sure. Now, I want to go back to the question that I asked about the sex work. I don't know if you guys seen it, but like with OnlyFans
Mhm.
and everything, I don't know how accurate it is, bro. But I met some vatos, bro, that get with girls,
Yeah.
and the first thing they ask is like, "Oh, you need to Zell me to talk to me, or you need to Zell me to get my Instagram, or you need to take me out first," which I understand.
I mean, how are
know
you
what
meeting these girls? That first of all, it's like, are you just on the DM? Like, I don't think you're meeting these people in real life. That's for one. I think it's
You don't
all
think
like,
so?
no, hell no. Social media, and you're going for a certain demographic that should be expected for these type of things to happen.
Mhm.
If you go to church, if you go to like the library,
Even at church, bro.
All right, let's not use church. You go to like the
Sorry, God.
the library or a female that you work with in
Yeah.
the same type of like environment. Like
Library, like the strip joint.
That's what I was thinking.
The only one I know about.
but like it just depends on the certain environment you're into. Like if you're
Yeah.
if you're hitting up OnlyFans girls, like expect some sort of like
Oh well,
some fee.
yeah, of course.
you know?
Of course.
But don't you think that's because again, there's 1.4 million women
Yeah.
and growing
Yeah.
that are doing OnlyFans.
Right.
Bro. I think then the only reason I bring that up, bro, is just social media itself, bro.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter where you scroll, bro. The moment that I see,
Ass everywhere.
well, yeah, that too. But the moment that you go to a girl's IG and she has that link, way in my mind, I'm like, whore.
Well, no, there I'm gonna go against you on that. Sorry,
Yeah,
doggy.
no,
but
I'm
no.
ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Bring the smoke.
No, dude, because some of
Bring the
these girls
smoke.
are like, they're not even doing any, like, all they're doing, okay, is showing what in lingerie or whatever, but
Yeah,
no
but
different than
but
on
in
the
our
regular IGs.
perspective,
No, dog. Because to me, let's say if I've had that question before, where I've had really good friends that have OnlyFans. They're single moms. Their baby daddies ain't fucking providing, and you know what? Nowadays it's hard. So
Yeah, they
yeah,
gotta
they
make
gotta
it
do what
work.
they gotta do.
okay, cool.
Right.
It gets them to it pays for their school. It pays for
gotcha.
their fucking careers or whatever, or their
Yeah.
kids. Like I can't hate on it because all the motherfuckers ain't stepping up,
I got you.
and
They're
they
probably not
don't
even-
want to be begging money from all these other fools. So
right.
they're still providing. They're not fucking anybody. They're not doing anything that they shouldn't. All they're doing, okay, aside from what if they were dating you, they probably send you a fucking picture with their bra on. Oh, now guys are paying for it. So who gives a shit? Half the time you boys, because I hang out with the boys,
Boys.
a girl sends you a picture of naked pic or whatever, y'all send it to all of us. Or being like, oh, look at what she sent. Like, and we're getting it for free. So at least these girls are making money off of it. Because you guys do that shit.
I
You
got
like to show off.
Yeah.
So now they're monetizing on it.
Yeah.
So no, I don't hate on that. If especially like I said, most of them are single moms. They got to do what they got to do because the fucking guys are not providing for their,
So you accept sex work? That's
fuck yeah. Like if it were my girlfriend, like I wouldn't mind. The only time I would tell her, "Hey, stop," is if I could provide for what you're basically supplement where you're not going to be making.
Yeah.
Then okay, then I'd be like, "Baby, I got you."
Okay.
Make sure. But if not, then no, I'm not going to hate on it. So you're doing your job.
Nah, I completely hear you, but you're saying that's the only thing that they can do, and in my mind, it's like no.
No. I'm not
There's
saying
other
that's the only
options that
thing.
you can do, but you
They
decided
work.
to do sex work.
It's the
No.
convenience
They
of it.
have work. It's just easier, and it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna hate on it. Just like when the guy who slings, I ain't hating on that shit. Hey, you're using it, but you're still gonna make a business out of it. Like actually put it in a something else. Hey,
You don't think
is what it
you don't
is.
think it hurts them in the long run?
again, if they stay in it, but there's some that make the right moves.
But I think there's also different levels to this too. Like, there's people that are making actual porn.
That's what
on
I'm saying. Some of these
OnlyFans,
girls aren't doing
whereas
that.
some girls
Yeah.
are using their sexuality to create some sort of fantasy. They're
That's
not
still
even
sexual.
showing anything.
In my mind, it's still sex work, bro.
Yeah, but it's like
But you're not saying like I'm
there's a
all
distinction there. Like, one is being
Yeah.
penetrated, the other one isn't.
yeah.
The other one's using what they got for their benefit.
You're not
to
seeing her
kinda
pussy,
create-
none of that. Cool.
Right. I think the majority.
She's still in
Yeah.
control.
That to me, it's like,
If your
I
girl's
don't know.
making 500,000 a month doing this, and it's like no penetration involved, like, there's room for like open.
I understand what you're saying, but in my mind,
But if she's getting dicked down by every other dude, then yeah, of
Yeah, that's
course.
different.
yeah.
I just think that they're doing a disservice to themselves.
No,
Like,
because at the
especially if
same
you're a
time,
single mom, like, bro.
single mom. Do you know how expensive it is to have a babysitter? Like you're paying. These girls are out working. And they're
How do you
not
feel about
paying that
strippers?
much. The groceries, everything, it's expensive as fuck. Having kids
Mhm.
is expensive. I don't have kids, but all my homegirls have them, and I'm around them, and then I'm like, fuck. The groceries alone is expensive. The toys,
You know what I
the
blame?
trips and all that shit.
Their lifestyle. They want a certain lifestyle,
No.
and they're capable of just going,
No.
getting a room
Bro,
with their
You
kids.
guys get to go
That's hard
fuck
still.
up, fuck
It's
the girl,
hard.
leave them with the kid, walk away. These guys don't even use their social security so that they don't get child support taken out on them, and
Right.
they're living their lifestyle chilling
But what are
because
the
it's just them that they're
but
worried about.
what is the percentage? Do you think? Right?
There's a high percentage. That's why
there's
a lot of these girls are fucking doing this shit.
Nah, bro. I don't think there's a no.
I've seen most of the girls out there that I've met usually are doing shit like this too because they're not getting the help that they should be getting.
Right.
Because again, they're women. They can't be all the time working because they could make what you make or whatever, working a full-time job or whatever. But who's gonna take care of the kid? Because she ain't got the help from the homeboy. So then they either are a mother and trying to be there for their kid and working half-time and then doing whatever else they can that's gonna make them the income that they
Yeah.
could make without having to work all
Yeah.
that and be away from their child. Or they're gonna work full-time and half of that money is gonna go to babysitter money.
Right.
So, do you accept the fact that they're content of possibly not getting a potential partner in the future? That they're just going to be a single mother for the rest of their life?
I think if they had the choice, they wouldn't have to. They wouldn't
Yeah.
want to do this. But it's pretty much
They have a
they-
choice.
Mm, Not when, again, you're out there. A lot of this is like minimum wage. It's not
So
that
you
good
prefer
money.
you prefer the girl settle with some dude that she really probably doesn't even want to be with,
Nah,
versus doing their own thing and
No,
kind of finding their way.
What I'm saying is when I hear like they didn't have a choice, it's like, no, you have a choice. You live in America.
I
You're
mean,
a
everyone
US
has
citizen.
a choice.
You're telling me that you didn't have a choice and you ended up with fucking sex work? That's bullshit. In my mind, that's bullshit.
Right.
It's like, bro, you can go back to school, get a fucking certificate, and whatever.
How much does that cost? Do you have that money out of nowhere to buy to pay for the
if you have a good
schooling and
credit,
everything?
if you have a good credit, or better yet, like if you can ride like a fucking
and then while they're
ship
in
for a
while
grant,
they're in classes and everything, where are they getting the money for the babysitting and all that shit? Like,
Why are they going to
again,
school? Why are they going to school?
I feel like
shouldn't be
what
that
you're talking
expensive,
about
bro.
is convenience.
see, no, that's what I'm saying. You don't see all that. Because I know a lot of girls that did their OnlyFans just enough time to pay for their schooling. Because that shit's expensive. Enough for them to go to school, do all that. Once they got their degrees, they quit. And now they're doing what they need to do. And they're able to be providing for their children.
Right.
And not have to worry. Now they could look for a partner.
That's crazy.
That's equal for them.
Do you think
That's
OnlyFans
crazy.
stuff is easy? Like, you think that's like an easy?
Yeah, it's easy shit, bro.
No, it's
I
not.
think
Why don't guys do it?
Because there's no market for guys.
No, there's guys
There
that
is?
do it.
No, there's not.
I do. I know a lot of guys.
Definitely
that
a
do.
You
market.
can search it up.
Yes.
I already Googled it.
There's
already
definitely a
Googled it.
market, but it's not what you want, right?
No.
It's the gay market.
Yeah, which is only like I already searched it up, bro. It's only 2 to 4% of gay people that subscribe to men porn. Like if I had to depend on
But OnlyFans is not the only sex work though. Like
No.
you have stripping.
I'm saying if
you have
men,
prostitution.
I understand what you're saying. If
gigolos.
men had to depend on porn on the market,
Right.
fucking poor, bro. They wouldn't make anything, nothing. They wouldn't even survive. Like, absolutely not. What the fuck? No, there's no market for that. Women don't pay for porn. Men pay for porn.
Right.
So it's easy for a woman to fucking go in there and show off her
No,
body, and men would. I already read your statistics, bro. Fucking 80 to 85 are men,
Right.
and some are married men. Majority.
Right. Because
You
they got
know?
money to pay for it.
But it just blows my mind, bro, how like the easiest way that you think is like, oh, sex work. Let me just show off my body. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Where's your decency? And you're a mom. Your children are gonna see that shit. Like, you're not scared of what your kids being bullied in school. It's already happening, bro. A fucking kid killed himself because he was being bullied because his mom was an OnlyFans. Like, bro, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning.
That's a loaded thing. But, I mean, just because she's on OnlyFans doesn't make it wrong.
It is wrong.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's a lifestyle choice. Everyone has their perspective on how their life should
That's
go.
crazy, bro.
And if they want to do that, that's up to them. Doesn't mean you have to accept it. Doesn't mean, oh, I'm okay with it, or I'm gonna get a girl that's only.
It's bro, what you're saying, what you guys are saying, it just blows my mind because I have a daughter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like, so you're saying it's okay, right? It's acceptable when a girl turns 18. She has no other choice, bro. But she wants fast money, so go ahead and do an OnlyFans. It's like, what?
If that's
Yeah, but that's just different because you're talking about
Also, now it's different.
no, if that's her
Whoa.
choice, that's
No,
her
no.
choice. At the end of the day,
no.
at the end of
That's
she's an
crazy.
adult. She can make that decision.
Of course,
legally,
yeah.
she can make
Legally,
that decision.
yes,
Now, if you feel like that's the wrong choice and she's your daughter, then that means
that is the wrong
Step
choice.
up.
there was a
Your dad.
misstep. There
Yeah.
was a misstep along the development of that person. So the parents weren't involved as much. They didn't show her anything other than this. Then that's where the problem lies. Not so much that OnlyFans is a bad thing to be doing. It's just if that person was raised a certain way and they see this as an opportunity, that means they were lacking somewhere.
Where did see like you
I
have
don't
you have
know.
your daughter, you're not gonna let her do that because you're still gonna provide no matter what. You're gonna give her you're gonna give her those options. She's probably not gonna get pregnant all early.
Hope,
She's,
damn not. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
not.
So I'm saying so you're bringing her and raising her a certain way.
Yeah.
Then there's these women who
They
didn't
don't have-
have
They don't have
that.
someone that's gonna be
That's
there to
gonna
help
be
them.
there.
That's why you're there.
They got
Cool, good for
pregnant
you.
out
You're a good
early.
dude.
Yeah, so
You know what? No, you're probably right. Look, I just got to say this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see my daughter often. I only see her like 6 times a month. You know what I
It's
mean?
still you still
No.
see them.
I know. But look, what I do get respects, and this is the first time I'm ever gonna say it, is
Say it to the camera.
yeah, like to her mom, bro. Shout out to her mom. In my mind, when she broke up with me, bro, I thought she was gonna be a whore.
Right.
I was
that's
like,
my
yeah.
ex said the same.
I was like, yeah, she's just gonna go
No.
fuck around and be a whore, but no, bro. Shout out to her. Like, she found a good dude. Shout out to him, bro. Because
Who became the whore.
I could never do what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take another fucking woman with another child. I can't do that shit. So respects, first of all.
Right.
And then yeah, bro.
And I mean, that's slim pickings. The older
No,
you get,
I know what you mean. But look, check it out. She was still young, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we were young, bro.
Yeah.
She was 21. You know, she was still young. She found a good man who was able, you know, now they have a house, boom, boom,
Right,
boom. Cool. She made a choice, way to stick with this vato because that's her choice. You know what I mean? She was able, and I guarantee you, she had her daughter. She had my daughter in her mind too. That's all I'm saying. My daughter's mom made a choice, stick with the man who she betted on, did a good job. This was raising my daughter, you know, and raising my daughter's mom,
Right,
thankfully.
right.
So that was a choice, way. Now, is that possible? Yes. Is it probable for most single moms
No,
that have 2 or 3 kids?
no,
Probably not.
No.
You know what I mean? But at the end, it's a choice, way. It's a choice. So I understand what you're saying. Absolutely. Like that would be the only choice so you can provide for your family. But I'm saying, like, really think about it because it does affect your kids. It does affect family. And it does affect like perception, bro. Like you cannot get mad at a guy, right? Who is probably dating, you know, somebody who has an OnlyFans or whatever, but you can't get mad at him if he never wants to get married with you, never wants to get down on your knee
Of
and
course
give you a
not.
ring.
Like,
You know, you cannot get
if
mad
he's not passing
it's like, bro,
judgment, you
what the
shouldn't be
fuck?
passing
You're an
judgment.
OnlyFans girl.
So
like-
so you were saying how like she decided to bet on this guy who was great
Yeah.
and all that, but the possibilities of finding someone like that is slim. And
no, it's possible.
and we're-
It's possible. The probability is slim.
Right.
Is it possible?
it's,
Absolutely.
it's possible, yeah, but
but
was
probability?
yeah.
Absolutely not.
So like the probability of me meeting that person, it ain't gonna happen. Even when I was right out the boat. I'm saying right after my divorce, right after my divorce.
Yeah.
I really wanted to, you know, find that. I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to be single,
Yeah.
you know, and so I was good. I was fresh out of being like stay home mom,
Yeah.
cooking, cleaning. I was, you know,
Yeah.
who wanted to cop that because it's the dating thing is trash.
But I
Yeah.
think you go back what I was saying. It's all the men, bro. Like if we had men who were actually men, like this
Yeah.
Gen Z, bro. Like if we would have changed the perspective, bro, and put like a traditional mind on a Gen Z, I think the whole world would be.
I think just Gen Z has a lot of paranoia, a lot of anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because everything's put on Front Street. They're like, I start seeing someone or dating someone, and you know, I'm putting it on the story. People are looking at it like, oh, I know that bitch.
So social
you know,
social
like,
media fucked it up.
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's that. It's
Yes.
it's all perception.
100%.
It's all perception. So it's like everyone's conscious of this.
Yeah.
If you're on social media, you're conscious that people are watching you and judging you and making comments,
Yeah.
whether it's like things that you can see or behind the scenes, you know.
That and being in a relationship and seeing way more girls than you ever met before
Yeah.
even social media was around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have those
Right.
people in the you never met them, you know.
Right.
But because social media is it's definitely
Created
a problem.
access, right?
Yeah.
Created ease to
Oh, for sure.
access.
Yes.
So like I can shoot my shot 1,000 times. Out of those 1,000, one's gonna hit.
Yes.
One of them's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Like
I do
because
agree.
of social media.
I do agree with that.
Whereas in real life, like it takes a little bit more courage. It takes
Yeah.
a little bit more like, you know, the person that you are. Like I'm gonna go hit on her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try her. I'm gonna try this one, that one. One of them's gonna hit, but that takes more than sending a DM. Hey, what's up?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's up?
There's a question that they asked in some podcasts. I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say. They asked the woman, if you had to choose your social media,
Yeah.
or a husband, what do you think they'll choose?
What kind of women are these?
Just
Are they women? Are they
ra-
girls?
Random.
You want me to be
random-
honest?
Yeah.
My career. Just kidding. I think the old me, would have been husband for sure. Like I would be, if I was married. I mean, if I was in love, married,
Yeah.
and I would be at home. I would stay at home. Like I love being at
Right,
home,
right.
like cooking, doing all
Yeah.
the traditional shit. Like I love that. But I don't live in the area, and I just adapted to what it is, and
Right.
that's why I'm fucking wild. No, but honestly, that's what I would have wanted.
But not now.
No.
Damn. What about you, Chula? I know you don't want a
I
relationship.
was
but-
like, my
You said
social.
career,
I'm like,
career,
wait,
or
no.
husband?
Social media. Like if you had,
Wait,
Wait.
if you had a girl, right, and she would have told you, like, "Hey, Chula, It's either
Delete
me or social media.
I've deleted it before for a girl. Like,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah. When I fall in love, I fall in love.
You're a simp. No,
Yeah.
Nah, she's
But
just a
like I
lover.
said, now I'm like,
What do you think women
again,
choose now?
no, now
Curious.
if it
Social
were
media for
if it were
sure.
today, it's social media because I'm like, no, I don't want a wife.
It's whatever they
I'm
value
done
more.
taking care of some. Like, I was always in a relationship. I was very, very monogamous,
Yeah.
and I feel like in all my past, with my past girlfriends, I was always providing. I was always taking care of. So everything I did, I had to not only think about myself but of them. Make sure the rent's due. Like everything's
Right.
good. Give them the life that they want. Have her car, all that shit. And I don't know. Once I became single, like I was telling you guys, I'm like, no, I don't want to worry about anybody but me. Like,
Right. You put
I
yourself
want to be able to
first.
choose. Like, you
Right.
know what? If my homegirl needs, yeah, I got you, babe. What do you need? Like you and your kid, I got you. But I don't want it to be where now it's expected.
I
Like,
get you.
because that's what it was in my relationships. I always felt like it was expected, and I only lived to make sure they were good, or we
Yeah.
were good. Which now I'm like, no,
Yeah.
because then if I get a wife, that's what it is. I'm the one that's gonna have to make sure,
They're taking care of
you're
it.
Rent's
provided.
paid,
Yeah, everyth's good, but there's
food on
grocery,
the
everything. Yeah,
fridge.
like we're good. Like no. I'm okay with like fuck it. Dame mi maruchan, wait, like I'm chilling. Like
Yeah.
I don't I just no, I think so. I don't even care about the social media either. I just don't want that responsibility
I got
anymore.
you.
So
That's
she's picking a
aside
wife.
from
Yeah.
I'm picking me.
That's right.
That's how I am.
No,
I'm picking
I
me.
got you.
Yeah, I'm picking
Yeah.
me. I'm
Also,
done.
That then you're picking social media. I think that's where that question comes
Yeah,
in. Is like,
I'm gonna
do you
have to
pick
go with social
yourself
media.
or do you put yourself
Yeah.
after someone? It's like I think that's what essentially being in a relationship is, right? Like you're willing
I did it
willing
for
to
so many
sacrifice
years.
all your personal desires for that one person. And that's the question. Are you willing to do that? Or are you willing to continue to be selfish and like think about yourself only first?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, bro. I think, women should focus on finding a husband, right? Because
If that's what they want.
If
Yeah,
that's
I
what
was
they
gonna say
want,
Yeah.
that's what their
if that's
end goal is, but
Yeah.
I don't think every woman
Should be
should be
married.
married or have a boyfriend or be in a relationship.
or even have kids. I agree.
Mhm.
But
But that's
no,
up to the
but
woman.
but this is just me again. This is just me. Jenna, you have kids,
Yes.
right? Do you regret them at all?
No.
Do you regret being a mom?
No.
Would you say that kids make you
A better. Yeah.
exactly? That's all I'm saying. Like a woman is more happier when she has a family and kids.
Yeah.
Compared to somebody who's single and doesn't have kids, bro.
I mean, but there's examples of women that are like have children and then abandon them.
Well, I mean
Because
that's
they
They don't have mothering.
well then
they
that's
just stay
they're a
happy.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
They're a piece of shit mothers, bro.
Mhm.
But when you have, mothers who actually, like Jana was saying and what Jess was saying, like they will go to extreme lengths, bro,
Right.
to take care of their kids.
Yeah, it's the maternal instinct.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all I'm saying, way. A woman will be happier if she had a family and kids. Obviously, the husband, he's.
I get what you're saying, but it's just hard for me to accept like a man's perspective on what a woman should
yeah.
feel. It's just tough for me to like digest. Like I'm gonna tell Jay what she should be feeling. It's like I don't know what goes on in their minds. Like I don't know. I really don't understand a woman's mind. Period. So how am I gonna be the one saying this is what women should do and this is how they should exist?
So, do you think a woman is happier fucking a bunch of men, bro, or fucking just one man?
It just depends what
It's on her,
mental
what
state
she-
they're in. It really
I don't have
depends
kids, I'm happy.
what part of their life are they in? Are they in their early 20s trying to figure shit out, or are they older looking for the love of their lives to settle down with? It just depends where they're at.
That does not make sense at all.
I think there's different eras that exist. Like in your 20s, you're learning about yourself. You're dating different men, whatever. Because then if you settle, you start settling for just whoever idiot that brought you the moons and stars or whatever. And then at the end, like
Yeah.
you realize like this motherfucker wasn't even meant for me. I just kind of settled because they didn't get to learn and explore. And
So that's
with
my
themselves.
point. That's my point, is that it's just, what if you end up in an abusive or dysfunctional relationship
But you didn't know
that
any better.
blinded you for whatever, how many years, and then you end up in a position where you're like, you know what, let me try the other side.
Mhm.
So and
she did.
I did.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude,
and
my last
so you're
relationship
gonna
broke
tell me
me.
that she didn't like
I'm
that?
done.
She doesn't like that era? Like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you that because I'm not the female. I'm not the girl dealing with that kind of stuff. It's those people have to tell you what it feels like to be, uh, monogamous or not. Like if you're out there getting dick down or whatever by every other dude and you like it, then you like it. If you don't, then you don't. You're gonna switch over to the other side of trying to find a dude to
Yeah,
settle with.
but I don't think, because that fucks them up mentally, bro. Because statistically speaking, like if a woman has more than 4 or 5 partners in her lifetime, the chances of her being a very fruitful marriage relationship declines, bro. If I know that, right? You have 2 women. I'm seeing 2 women. One who probably only had maybe one boyfriend, right?
Good luck.
Which
bro.
is good luck. I know. 1 or 2 boyfriends. Let's say 1 or 2 boyfriends.
You go to Russia.
Compared to this bitch that has, more than fucking 7, 10.
Who's gonna be better in bed?
No.
Yay.
Who am I gonna have a fruitful relationship?
Who's emotionally intelligent though?
That's the thing. You're getting
Who's
a girl
emotionally
who-
intelligent?
who-
A
what?
person could go through a life and be a hoe and go through like
That's
the
gross.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
That's fucking
But
disgusting.
it doesn't matter. But the thing is, she can go through different life, like times of her life that changes, and then there's something that clicks. Their life changed.
Define emotional intelligence for me.
A person who understands, who can communicate, who can sit there and understand when they did something wrong and take responsibility and not go get all emotional when someone tells them like they did something wrong.
Right.
And just take that and I'm like, all right, I get it. I respect you. Let's work and move forward from this.
So after 10, 20, 30 dicks, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, okay.
Fuck yeah. Maybe 60, maybe 100.
That's crazy.
No, it has nothing to do with dicks. It has nothing to do with
How many girls
dicks.
did it take you to realize that girls ain't shit? Like how many girls did it take?
It has nothing to
Very
do with
few.
It has nothing to do with dicks, bro.
Very few.
It has nothing to do with dicks, though. It has absolutely nothing to do with dicks. It's about their personal growth, their personal. Dicks has nothing to do with it.
Dick definitely has something to do with that.
No.
Yes.
If you were to see a girl now and
Yes.
you're going on dates, you're not dating, but you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on dates,
Uh-huh.
and she happens to ghost you, like what is your perception on that? Is she a bitch? Is she a hoe? Is she like
I mean, now I don't really care, bro. In my mind, because it's a game out here, bro. Like it's a game out here. I already know she probably either A, found something better, which is most likely.
right? So if
Right.
you're out here playing
So
the
it's cool.
game, then that means you're consciously playing it.
I was
Like,
gonna say you're right there with them.
right. So you're playing the game. You're willing to participate. So it's
No, of course. But I think where you guys probably think we're the same. Like,
I mean the same.
yeah, like if men cheat, it's the same thing as if a woman cheats,
it is.
and it's not.
It is. The physical act is the same. Now, if a female is emotionally attached to the person they're cheating with, I mean, that's different because usually men,
But women won't cheat unless they're emotionally attached to the partner.
Or they're emotionally detached from the partner.
or they have no emotion whatsoever. They're just cold-blooded killers, like, and there's women that exist like that. Like, they're just very narcissistic, very, like, evil.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
So I guess it's all based on each on their own. Like
Yes.
everybody has a story.
Yeah.
Everybody has a past. Everybody has, And let me tell you, you probably are like, I'm this and I'm that, and this is how I think. And then later on, you fall in love
Right,
with that
right.
one person. You're just like,
That
fuck, I
toxica, you're
thought
like, oh my God.
that
No, yeah,
bitch,
maybe.
I never thought, and I fell in love with that.
No, and I
That
thought,
feels
trust
so
me, and
good.
I
I've
thought
seen that.
about that, and I
I've
thought
I've
about
seen
that, and I thought about that too. But
No, I love my toxicas.
and so do I. To smash, absolutely.
You see, but how can you say that and then expect for a female to behave a certain way? It's
Yeah,
like,
bro. Look at
What
that.
happens-
No,
What
no.
happened-
Look, I accept
why
women.
partake in that
No,
if
no,
you're
no.
looking for this?
I understand what you're saying. I accept women for who they are, bro. I already know they're emotional creatures, bro. I already know their mood's gonna change here and there. I understand it, bro.
Right.
But it's gonna be my choice whether I'm gonna wife them up or not. Which most likely I'm not, bro. I already know, bro.
Mhm.
I already know the game.
What?
So I can smash bitches left and right, bro. Doesn't give me the authority that I gotta put a ring on it, bro, and take her serious.
What's the difference between smashing a bunch of chicks and paying for it?
I will never pay for that.
Well, what's the difference though?
The one is prostitution and one is not.
But in some fashion, you're investing like time, energy.
Of course.
You're going out to dinner. You're buying drinks.
Yeah.
Versus one is very like A to
Just
B,
straight,
Transactional.
yeah.
Yeah.
very A to B. Like you know,
I
you
res-
got-
It's funny as it sounds. It sounds. It's horrible. It sounds. I respect that one because that one was straight out like,
Right, right.
"Pay me, all right."
That's what you want. Let's
Yeah.
go.
get what I need and I'm out of here.
Fuck
Back to
out.
work.
But see, if once I pay for it, the woman is just gonna see me as a wallet, and then she's not gonna respect me.
That's a
Well,
pride
they're gonna
thing.
see you as a wallet, regardless.
know,
Even when
I-
you're going on
No,
dates,
I
you
mean,
pay for
not-
everything. It don't
not-
matter.
If
But
you're
again-
looking for the
but-
traditional setup, then yes, you're always
No,
going to be.
I
looked
understand
at
what you're
as a
saying.
bank account.
I completely understand what you're saying, but that's when I'm in control. Wayne. I'll be in control. If I want to buy you a gift, I'll buy you a gift. I don't have to buy you a gift.
I think you're more in control with the prostitute than you are with like some random
Mhm.
chick you're trying to like win over.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's in control, puppy.
She could fucking fuck with your mind.
Yep.
Only if you let them. Only if you let them. And that's what going back, I understand what you guys are
I'm
saying.
gonna tell you everything you want to hear, and on the
Yep.
back end, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
But then that
Well,
guy's
how do you know that
but
what's
then-
going on?
but then that guy's an idiot, bro. That guy would be an idiot.
no, then
And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of fucking idiots out here. for
how,
sure.
how would you know? How would you know what's going on at work with her and her work husband? How do you know what's going on with her?
I love that he
in
does
the
work
DMs.
No,
husband.
Look, that would be up to the vato. That would be up to the vato, bro.
What-
if he
what does it
wants to
take?
take her serious.
But what does it take for him to know and realize these things? Like, what is he doing to like know? Okay, my girl has a work husband. My
Mhm.
girl, her DMs are blowing up. Like, what does that take?
So that's the difference between me and that vato. I'm not calling her my girl. This is just a
See,
girl.
this is where I see with you the whole what we were talking about in the beginning. The guys are different nowadays. Where he's like, all of a sudden, you're trying to
Super
call shots. You're
defensive,
talking
yeah.
shit on other girls. Like, that's my decision. If I want, I'm like, your decision, papi. The woman is the one who chooses. So you're expecting the girl to accommodate to you. So you are like the guys nowadays in a sense. Because
And
you are. You're complaining
That's
about.
a beautiful thing that you
you're-
brought up.
You're
That's a
putting it
beautiful
all
thing.
together as if all girls are like this. If
No,
not,
yeah.
they're not good.
And
If
that's a
not,
beautiful thing that you brought
but
up.
then that's you're basically wanting a woman to accommodate you.
And that's beautiful
and
that
your
you say
beliefs
that.
and thoughts.
Because it's beautiful that you say that. Because at the end of the day, a woman's gonna take my last name, not the other way around.
Yeah, but a woman's the one who's gonna give you a child and a family.
Yeah. But at the
a
end,
home.
she's
But ultimately, you
I'm-
have to
I'm
ask
providing
the question, right?
Yeah.
You have to. Will
course.
you marry me? And then who
Yeah.
has the power to say yes or no at that point?
yeah. But whose last name is she taking?
Yeah, but you have to propose it, right? Like, it's
It's her
Well,
choice.
are you willing to
Yes,
marry
Of
me?
course. Yeah.
you could say yes or no. So in that point, who has the power?
But at the end,
Before you guys started dating, who approached who, right? From your
but
perspective.
that's a game. Yeah,
From
absolutely.
your perspective,
Yeah.
the male is the one that has to do all the work,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Pay for all the bills, pay for all the
For sure.
dinners.
Yeah.
But in reality, if you really look at it, the grand scheme of things, who has the power there? Because she could say, no, I don't want to go on a date with you. I don't want to date you anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore because you're the one pursuing it.
So you're telling me if I date a woman for 3 to 4 years, bro, right? Pay for everything and all that, and I get down on one knee, bro, she's gonna say no?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, that
I
happens
have.
a
yes.
lot. It
There's
happens
a lot. There's yeah.
I have.
She spent
That's what I'm
enough
saying.
time
See,
with.
you are one of the boys that want to be taken care of, like in a sense of like, please come to me, which is like
She has enough time to get to know you.
Then
to
you don't know
realize,
the game.
No, this is not
Nah.
for long term. This is in the moment.
Nah.
I've been
I
with
don't-
someone for
Like
6 years and I never got married.
the probability of that happening is pretty slim because women do want a marriage.
See,
right?
you're
Not
you're
in
going
a
you're going
family.
off of
Not-
numbers and scientific, which is cool, but that's not emotional. Not like
No,
that's not a relationship.
I also think he's going
That's-
based on anecdotal data, like his
Yeah.
life experiences, right?
No,
Like,
I'm
so-
speaking
But
in
you're
general.
going off
bro.
of data. He's going out. He keeps dropping numbers, which I'm like, bro, that doesn't work with love and relationships. Everything's there's not a constant. There's all variables. So you're not looking at that.
Well, 'cause if I know marriages, 50 to 60% of marriages end
End
in
in
divorce,
So then you're going in with that mentality. Then good
you
luck.
have to. What the fuck?
No.
But realistically speaking, I wouldn't get married to the state. I'll get married religiously. That's something different for sure.
But see that's because of your personal experience. You're
You're always gonna have one foot out the door.
right.
Then.
Like you have this perspective on it that's skewed because of what you went through,
Mhm.
whether traumatic or not. Like it affected the way you look at things now. So that's why your perspective is
It's jaded.
right a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit.
I think it'll.
You have standards, which is okay. Like everyone should have standards, but it's like to expect for someone to think what you're thinking is like it's a little absurd.
You know what's crazy, bro? It's okay for women to be like, I want a guy who's 6 feet, $100,000 a year, drives a nice car.
It's okay for a guy too.
But it's not okay for me to be like, hey, I'm looking for this and this and this
Yes,
because
yes,
I know
it
I'm gonna
Yes,
have
it is.
because I'm gonna have a fruitful marriage. That's crazy, bro. to think that it's okay for women to have
it's
standards,
it's
but
the
it's not okay
delivery,
for
right?
a guy like me to have standards.
Am I gonna?
And you guys are shitting on it.
Am I
That's
gonna bring
crazy, bro?
Am I gonna bring an application to
crazy.
the date like this? Do you meet these criteria right here, or is it something that you keep in the back of your mind? It's like, okay, she's
Obviously she's gonna think
she's
you're a
this, that, and the
weirdo.
third, but you know what? She's missing this last one. So you know what? I'm not gonna do with it.
Yeah, that would be my
Versus,
choice.
do you have a job? Do you work? How much do you make? Do you have kids? Like you're putting it out on like the delivery is different.
Yeah,
Like you can have standards.
yeah.
A man can have standards. A female can have standards. I think it's all about the delivery. If she's on her
Yes.
stories, like, why can't I find a good man that's
Yeah.
6 foot, tall, dark, and handsome, whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of like being vain. You're like
that's
being
just
super
stupid.
vain. Like
Yeah.
you're not open minded whatsoever. You're just literally looking for a Build-A-Bear out in the streets, which is not realistic at all.
It's funny. He says,
Well-
I'm not gonna go find me a Build-A-Bear.
Well, not here in America, that's for sure. Not here in America.
It depends where. I mean, we live in a very like populated city that's a melting pot. But you go to the rural fucking Ohio or Texas,
Yeah.
where like the communities are smaller, you're more likely gonna find a down to earth female.
I know what you mean. Like if you go to the cities, you should expect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very fast paced. Everything's moving like this.
Yeah.
But if you go somewhere where things are slowed down, I got family in Texas, in rural Texas, and it's like there's a lot of people that have no idea what's going on in the city. Have no concept of like social media and things like that, and they're more ingrained in like religion, family, and they kind of look for those things. Whereas people out here in the city, it's like everything's fast.
Yeah.
Like speaking for myself, I come from a Mexican traditional household. My parents are born in Mexico. I'm the first person born here, but I can already see how culture is being lost. Traditions that come from Mexico are not being practiced here, and if they are, it's kind of done in a very like disposable way. Like quinceañeras, for example, it used to mean a whole bunch of things. Now it's just a big party where people can get fucked up.
Exactly.
And you're presenting your daughter to the world. Like she's now a woman, so go for it.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying about tradition. Yeah, it's definitely.
So it's just the demographic and where you are.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you're in the city, then you're gonna deal with a lot of city bitches. You in the country, you're gonna deal with some country bitches, and they're gonna be a little bit different.
I agree with that. Now, before we close this off, any last thoughts that you have, Peso, and then we just go around.
Not really. I mean, I think everyone has the right to think what they want, and
Shout out to America.
Shout out to America. It's a free country. Freedom of choice, and if you want to be an OnlyFans person, be an OnlyFans person. If you want to be a stay-at-home, mom
or dad,
be that.
And then where can they find you, bro?
Where can they find me? On all social media platforms. That's Peso 9003. That's Peso 90003.
That's right. Jess, any last thoughts?
No. Well, no. I don't know.
No.
Like,
All right.
I can.
You can't think of anything?
No.
Okay.
She's just enjoying
Catch me in
life.
Santa
I'm
Ana.
chilling right now.
She's riding the wave.
Yeah.
All right, Chula, where can they find you?
Oh, what's my thing? Oh, it's
Hey, looking at Janet like, what?
Well, yeah, because she would know it's what my thing is always a traveling tipsy bartender. So
That's right.
Family out there.
All right, cool.
Instagram, guys.
Instagram, sorry, yeah.
Last thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, all my thoughts were pretty much poured out, but I like I said, no judgment towards anybody. Never judge. I always say, like, if you judge someone and you're very harsh with it, later on you're gonna find yourself in that position where you're gonna deal with it, and then you're gonna be like sitting there like, fuck.
Yeah.
But overall, like I said, each to their own. All love, and you can find me on social media. Well, Instagram at jcoca tattoos or jcoca_tattoos.
That's right.
That's what I do.
That's right. I mean, for me, last thoughts. I appreciate you guys' perspective. You, Peso, you, Jesse, Janet. It was interesting, but I do think, conversations like this are a little uncomfortable, but I think they do need to happen just so we can get everybody's perspective. That's why I'm ready for like any smoke. Bring it. Like like we can have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Safe place.
Yeah, it's a safe place, space. And yeah, man, I just think getting different perspective in here is needed for sure. But other than that, you can find me on Instagram, Next Level Scene. Go ahead and follow the podcast, Unhinged Podcast. This most likely is going to go on Rumble, or maybe on YouTube as well. So go ahead and follow the channels. But other than that, guys, if you guys like the episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. And then we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Bam.
The whole time I'm like thinking, is my eyelashes on?
I know already. I'm all bit. No, I'm like, shit, I should have peed, dude. I had to pee.
No, you're like,
Same.
That's why my
and I'm over
legs,
here. I'm
I
over
was
here
like-
with the fucking hair thing on my foot. I'm like,
No,
fuck,
and then
what's
I'm like, they're blowing my phone up. That's what's like, fuck, I'm in trouble.